Hey, what's up, everybody? And I'm here before all the festivities because today is Aftershock Lineup Day. And yeah, I know the video is probably later than a lot of other people are going to be putting out their things, but hey, been working all day and then had to do some bullshit that got me home even later than I wanted to be. But hey, I decided that I was still going to film this stupid thing. I can't even do this right. But hey, I want to talk about the lineup today, and I want to kind of go just through it and let's see what the thoughts are on everything that's going to be here and how we feel about this festival. And honestly, with all the other festivals coming out, this is the one that looks the most different in my opinion for the ones that are out there. Now, I don't really travel to the other festivals, and honestly, like Louder Than Life might have been fun to go to, as well as the one that's up in a Sonic Temple up in Ohio. And while they look like great festivals, honestly, I'm kind of excited about this one. And the reason that I'm excited about this one is because it feels like it's a new generation of festival, and it feels different for each of the days that are there. And I'm most excited about one of the days of the festival, and there's one day that I'm actually not super excited for, and I was very I wouldn't say disappointed in the day. It's not like there aren't a lot of people that I want to see on that day. I'm just not like super thrilled, but what that turns into is a day for like discovery and maybe going to bands that I wouldn't have normally gone to and doing a lot more jumping around, honestly, to go through with it. So let's swap over and let's check out the lineup together. We're gonna just go. I guess we'll go top to bottom on the days, on who I'd be excited to see on that day, what I think about the day, and how everything may end up turning out for the day. We'll see. Thursday, I guess you can say it's kind of like the punk emo day, if that's really what you want to categorize it. And you also might see Charlie, who's decided that she's going to come and join us here on camera. If you want to, hold on, I'm going to give everybody, because, Charlie shows up. She's got to be in the video. She's over there, her and her little cat butt for everything. Say hi, Charlie. Nope, she's more interested in what's outside, but she'll probably crawl over me at some point during the video. So first day, and the thing is, like looking over, I can see that it's still big enough. Hopefully, depending on what you're watching it on, but I don't know if you're like looking along with me. You've probably already seen this all. But like I said, Thursday, kind of like emo punk for whatever it is. My Chemical Romance is your big headliner for the entire festival. I think that's fine. I enjoyed them when they played last time. It makes sense that they're coming back. They're doing a lot more festivals this year. And for those that, when you go to a My Chemical Romance show, like for me, it's not necessarily worth paying the money to go like to Oracle Park or wherever the fuck Giants play, AT&T Park, because I always grew up with it as, and to go there and see them. I know that's a much different experience. Okay. Pricing wise, for me, it's way out of my league. It's too goddamn much to go see them. Like I was actually interested in going, and I've never been to like a stadium show like that. And actually, like only one I went to was when they did Candlestick Park and Metallica did their Summer Sanitarium 2 tour. I went to that one, and that was fun to be able to on the field and everything like that. But Giant Stadium that's over there, it feels different to go to that type of show with somebody like My Chemical Romance. It'd be kind of cool to see that, but not for the prices that it was set up to. So it's cool to see My Chemical Romance there. That's perfectly fine. It's going to get a lot of people there. It's going to get a lot of the elder emos and the younger emos and everything going. Sublime. I like Sublime. I do. And I'm actually excited to see them with, the current singer, who happens to be the son of the original singer. The name escapes me right now. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. But I always have my issues every time that I've seen Sublime, that they will start off super high energy and then go straight into more chill stuff and then be chill forever until the end of the set, where they play a couple of the more high energy stuff to end the show. I hope they don't do that. I'd like to see it mix, especially in a festival. You're probably going to get more hits than you're not going to get hits. It's not like a full Sublime set that's there. but I remember seeing them with The Offspring, and it was like, and I forgot who else opened the show. Somebody else opened the show, and there was just like, it was like banger after banger after banger, and then you get to the Sublime, and it was like banger, banger, okay, and the Sublime was Rome at that point, so take what you will. And then The Offspring after them, it was just like, okay, The Offspring like blew it off the fucking park when they played, but they were energy, and that's not what you got with Sublime. So while I enjoy it and I like Sublime, I don't know. I will stay for a couple songs depending on what's going on and how it's going. Most of my end of day activities, I'm telling you, are going to be bouncing between the two stages because there definitely are two bands on Thursday I'm going to see the full sets of, and then I will enjoy some from the VIP area for My Chemical Romance and Sublime. But even with Sublime, it might be off the video screen. I don't know. I'm going to determine what I'm going to do with that. Hot Mulligan, no idea who they are. Mayday Parade, fun band. Get a chance to see them, go see them. We the Kings, same thing, fun band. Lit, I know that Lit, it's going to be a couple songs, right, that I remember that I would enjoy going to see them for, but we all know what their last song of the fucking set is going to be. So if they're like with somebody else that you want to see, you're probably going to see My Own Worst Enemy unless they pull Limp Bizkit and they begin the set with it and they end the set with it. Just wait. And then Free Throw, I have no idea who they are. Might be fun. This stage I'm more excited about. The Offspring fucking brings it every time. I am so excited that they're at Aftershock this year. That is a full set for me. The Offspring is 100% full set, in the pit, gonna have fun, gonna enjoy that fucking set. The Used. If you are sleeping on The Used and their shows and their sets, you are sleeping on one of the best bands that's gonna be there that day. I love The Used. I've seen them multiple times, like more so now in the recent years than before. I don't know why I wasn't into them so much when I was younger and when they were kind of first coming out. I like The Taste of Ink and a couple other songs, but I was like, But that album after that with Pretty Handsome Awkward, that album fucking rules to all hell, and I love it when they play those songs, but they have a ton of great songs, ton of great energy. I'm so excited. Full set for the Used. Newfound Glory. It's funny because I've been like humming My Friends Over You for the last couple days, and I didn't know why. Now I know why. They're at fucking Aftershock. Should be another fun set from them. I mean, say what you will, I still think that'll be entertaining in that pop punk type of way. Starting Line, I haven't heard them before, but I'm pretty sure they'll hit the set. Hawthorne Heights, fun band, definitely that elder emo type of fade. LS Dunes has, I believe, the guitarist from My Chemical Romance is a part of that, or somebody from My Chemical Romance, so it makes sense why they're there. Might be fun to see, and maybe you'll actually get up closer if you really want to see him play instead of with My Chemical Romance, but, him doing double duties. There's a couple people doing double duties this year, so we're going to see what it is. And then Leap, not sure who Leap is. The Pretty Reckless. This stage actually kind of pisses me off. And we're going to look at the stage at the end of it because they showed the layout for everything, and I want to go through the layout for the full sets and everything. Pretty Reckless, they're good. I don't have any complaints, but nothing more being on this stage is a fucking travesty, in my opinion, because those guys are fucking just phenomenal. And I think this is the stage that's all the way back across from the Shockwave stage. If I'm thinking that this is in order, it's that stage on the far right back there, which is a better stage than most if they're still keeping that one. But I think Nothing More is a main stage band, and I just absolutely love these guys, and it sucks because they have such high energy, and it's just a ton of fun. Theory of a Dead Man, always fun to go see them. If you get a chance to see them, and if they're not between somebody that's on the other stage that I'm excited for, then we'll see how that goes. You got Apocalyptica, who are great, but it's weird because I don't know who's doing the singing duties for them. And I remember one year they did it when they had the song with Corey Taylor. I think it was I'm Not Jesus. And there was also a song with Adam Gontier that they did that I think it's I Don't Care. I think that's the name of the song. But they had some other guy that was going around with them singing. He was terrible, absolutely terrible. And it was weird to have him there. But they're a fun time. I mean, the most metal you can get out of cellos ever. Finger 11, excited to see those guys. It's been a really long time since I've seen them. And I feel like it's also going to be one of those ones where Paralyzer is going to be the last song that they play of the set. So if you don't stay all the way through the set, you're not going to see them. Red, I've heard a lot about, have not seen them. The Violent Hour, no idea who they are. It might be a good starting band for the day. This is the other stage I'm excited for, and this is where I'm going to be so, like, all over the place. Killswitch Engage. I've been wanting to see them since the last time they played Aftershock, and I've been missing them around here. I'm so excited that they're going to be there. It would be a trip if Howard Jones showed up and they did some of the dual vocalist shit, which I know they've been kind of doing here and there, and maybe they're touring like that. I don't know, but man, to see him do the End of Heartache would be like a dream to me. I fucking love Killswitch Engage. I would be excited to see him. Seven Dust is always a fucking good time, and I don't care. Like, I would try to get that. Cold Chamber, to actually get Cold Chamber there this year. I saw them when they were on tour with Mudvayne. It was fun. I prefer Devil Driver myself, but Cold Chamber, fun. The Union Underground, the name is really familiar, and I may have seen them before. Don't know. Il Nino, I missed them last time, so I'm going to try to go see Il Nino this time. I can't believe I missed them last time. Un Loco, not sure who they are. Brujeria, I know I'm saying that totally wrong. Looks like we have a couple of like Mexican metal bands, which I'm kind of excited about. I kind of really like this stage. And you got Ladrones towards the end. So we'll see how that set is. And we'll see how everything goes. I think it should be fun. This is one of the two like backstages. So we'll have to see what we get. Then you got Starset closing one of the other stages back there. From Ashes to New, which again, I think they're on a smaller stage than they should be on. I like them. I like where they played last year, and they played at a good set, but now they're getting a longer set on a smaller stage. So I don't know how I feel about that, but it should be fine. Holding Absence, don't know who they are. Might be fun to go check out. Caskets is great. Go see fucking Caskets. Somebody suggested them to me when they showed up at Aftershock 2 years ago. I made sure to go see it. Loved it. Would definitely recommend, if you don't know who to see during a time that they're playing, go see Caskets for a little bit. It'll be good shit. The World Alive, don't know who they are. And then Windwalkers, I thought it said Wind Wakers first. I'm like, wow, is it a Legend of Zelda cover band? But no, it's not. It's not a Toon Link cover band, but we'll have to see. I don't really know anything about them, and I think it might be fun. So let's go back up. So Thursday, I think, is pretty solid. I think that if you're into, like, say, punk, emo, with a little bit of metalcore mixed in, I think you get a good mix, and I think Thursday is going to be a good day. I think that it's going to be entertaining for those that aren't into the MCR stuff. Then you just leave. You know, you leave after The Offspring, and that's it. But I think that, you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, there's not enough for the old heads and blah, blah, blah. And I think they're thinking like the old metal heads, which there really is on Sunday. That's kind of like the day that they've been doing this stuff, especially when we've got, you know, Zach Sabbath over there. And we are getting Black Label Society too, which is for the old metalheads, but we'll get into that later on. Friday, like I said, I think Friday is the most eclectic day, and it's the most eclectic that Aftershock has ever been. And I thought last year with them mixing in like power metal bands and doing that was kind of odd, but cool at the same time. Actually mixing in solid hip hop acts, that's fucking fantastic. I love the idea of that, and I think that it's really cool, especially when you're having Limp Bizkit fucking headline the day. It makes total sense, and I'm excited, but I don't know how much of all these bands that I'm going to check out and these groups I'm going to check out, because I want to stay at the main stage for the top four, but I know that I'm going to be other places, because there's, like I said, there are two sets that I will see throughout this entire festival. Two sets I will see entirely. I don't care who's playing at the same time. I will just have to leave and figure out how to get a little bit. If somebody I really wanted to see is at the same time, I'm going to skip that because I'm going to see those two sets. And there's one that I'm kind of going to be forced to see all of, but I do want to see it at the same time. So your main stage of Limp Bizkit, Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang fucking Clan. There are some missing principal members of the Wu-Tang Clan. But it'd be cool if you did get like Method Man and Redman to come on stage with Limp Bizkit later and do a couple songs. That'd be fucking awesome. Don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. Public fucking Enemy is going to be there. What? I mean, I get to yell Flava Flav at Flava Flav for a while. You know, maybe we can suddenly run into him. I can talk to him about Flavor of Love and how that one time I got really sick and couldn't change the channel from VH1 and fucking Flavor of Love was on and it was a giant fucking marathon and I was stuck on the couch watching Flavor of Love until the end of it. I was so hooked onto it. I was going Flavor Flav, like doing that type of bullshit. I'm so excited about that, but I don't know if I'll be able to see it depending on who's playing when. Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill's always a great fucking time, and I'm pissed off that I didn't go to those Fillmore shows, which I should have gone to the Fillmore fucking shows. So, ICP, I didn't catch them last time. I'm going to try to check a little bit out this time, depending on who's playing once again. POD's fine. Always a good time. I understand why POD's in that mix there within that stage. Drowning Pool, it's weird to have them be an opener for that stage, but they were great last year. So, or was it 2 years ago? I can't remember exactly when I think it was 2 years ago when they played. So I think they played on the same day as like Alien Ant Farm. It's still fun. Suicide Boys, I know they are super popular. I don't know anything about them. And people have been asking for Suicide Boys to be on Aftershock for a long time. They're finally there. So we'll see what we get. Slaughter to Prevail, one of the best fucking shows, best fucking bands of all of Aftershock last year. Excited to see them again. Sucks that they're not on the main stage and they're on the second stage. But again, if somebody is during that time, I'm going to be seeing that somebody and said, sorry, but like, that's why I'm calling this eclectic, especially with this stage. 3-6 fucking Mafia. What the fuck? That is out of the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm going to go there to go check it out. I'm going to try to figure out how to get down there, how to see it, how to get just a little bit of it. I want to see the spectacle that's there. KublaCon TX. Yeah, it's good music. I didn't get to check them out last year. Maybe I'll have a chance to actually go this year to go and check it out. But it's fine for what it is, and a lot of people seem to really like them. I don't know the other. I know one of the other bands, right? I do know them, and it's weird that they're going to be on this. But you got Drain, Haywire, Harper, and then Silly Goose. Silly Goose is the one that I know and kind of recognize on that list. They're fine. They're fun. The other bands, again, if there's somebody that I'd rather see and said, I'll probably end up skipping them, but it might be a good, like, hey, we're going to move around, see some bands. All right. This band is, there used to be a band that used to be in the second slot of my favorite bands of all time. This band is officially that slot, and that band dropped down to number 3. That band was Pearl Jam. That band now is number 3. Coheed and Cambria is my second favorite band of all time. That is the set that I'm going to be at the entire set, and I'm going to be singing every fucking song, and I want to be as close as fucking possible. Like, last time Coheed was here at the Greek Theater in Berkeley, I was right in front of the stage the entire night, sang the whole thing. I've met these guys before. They're the coolest guys that I've had the chance to meet. I've got to meet them twice. I wish I could meet them again. I wish they were... I want Aftershock to really bring back the autograph sessions and the meet and greets that they used to do for all the bands. They used to like have certain bands at certain times in certain areas, and they would meet the fans and everything like that. And maybe they thought it was taking away from all the other stuff. They could just add stages. I wish they would do that type of shit again. Like, it'd be cool. Because I got to meet them at Uproar. I made an ass of myself in front of fucking Travis there. Acted like I was fucking Chris Farley interviewing, Paul McCartney. So, you play for Coheed and Cambria, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And then I got to make up for it when I got to meet them again last time and actually got them to joke and laugh and like, oh man, no, don't worry about that. Like, it happens all the time. I'm like, yeah, but it's embarrassing to me because you guys are really cool and you're like one of my favorite bands of all time. And I made an ass of myself in front of you and, you know, it's cool. So I got pictures and everything with these guys. They're great. I love Claudio so much. I love Zach was such a great addition to the band. It sucks that Micah Todd had to leave the band because of the stupid shit that he did. But, you know, Zach has been a great, and I fucking love their drummer, Josh. Like, he is the second happiest drummer that I've ever seen play on stage. Next to Brian Medea of Gemini Syndrome, that guy is the happiest drummer I have ever fucking seen play on stage. And it sucks because they're going to be, I think, at Louder Than Life. And I was hoping that they were going to be at this show because then I would have been like, oh, that would have been set me off. But yeah, Coheed and Cambria, I love those guys. Some people don't. Some people really do. I will be at that stage as they headline that stage and see the entire fucking set. Don't care who else is playing during that time. Under Oath. Under Oath's great. We're Only Tracing Safety. Great fucking album. It would be fun to go see them. Alexis on Fire, good band. It's fine. It's not necessarily my cup of tea. Good live show for what it is. Census Fail, another one. I think that a lot of people really enjoyed the set. If you've never seen them before, I'm in the mixed crowd. Atreyu, I fucking love. I do really love Atreyu. I miss the dynamic of the old singer that used to be with the band. I can't remember what his name is. I can't remember most of the people's names in that band. But the drummer took over main vocals, and he doesn't even drum anymore. He basically just sings. And it's fine. And I still really love to see these guys. I really need to see these guys as a headliner again. But I miss the old days of when they were first coming out and they had that really cool dynamic with him on the drums and him doing the singing. And then you had the guy that was like kind of the front person doing the more screamo stuff. I really enjoyed that. But Atreyu was a good time. I'm surprised at Finch. I've been wanting to see Finch for fucking ever. So I'm finally going to be able to see Finch. I'm excited to go see Finch on that day. I don't know who Elisana is or I Set to Kill. Again, somebody might check out. This is probably going to be one of the times where I'm going to have to make a decision on things because Death Clock is playing. Death Clock is a great fucking time. I enjoyed my time at Aftershock with them. I enjoyed it so much when I got to see them play with Baby Metal and actually had like a full fucking set. They're a fun time. Music is great. Brandon Small is fucking amazing. And they have a good stage show too. I really like how they do everything. But again, it's going to be who is Death Clock playing against, and am I going to go see them who I've seen a bunch of times, or like if Public Enemy is playing at the same time, am I going to go see Public Enemy? Probably try to see both, but we'll see how it goes. Chad Gray. Now, this is a weird one because I don't know what he's doing. I have a feeling he's going to do a mixture of Mudvayne and Hell Yeah stuff. And it might be fun, but it's on a weird stage for him to be on. I would think that he'd be more on one of the second stages, like the second stage, but I guess it's fine. I don't know if I'll go see it. Like, it'd be fun to see some of the Hell Yeah stuff because I haven't seen him do that in a long time, but we'll see. Cradle of Filth, like classic, absolute classic. I want to go see some of the set. Gonna have to see if I can get that. Alyssa White Gluz, I don't know who that is. So I'm going to have to check it out. I want to create a playlist of all this stuff and kind of do a couple songs from everybody and put it out there. So we'll see what happens with Spotify and all that fun stuff. Necro Goblin, these guys are so weird because they seem to have come out of nowhere, but I remember seeing them a long time ago when they were first starting out here in the Bay Area, or at least coming around and doing these small little local shows. And they were entertaining and interesting. And now they're like this big fucking band. And, well, relatively big band. But they're at least a name that's showing up on these festivals. I don't know. It would be a pretty good time. I'm actually trying to get tickets to go, funny enough, see them with Hanabiye. Because I really want to see Hanabiye, and they're opening for them. And I think it would be fun. And they actually opened on the second night with Death Clock and Baby Metal when they were here in San Francisco, but I went to the night with Dragon Force because Baby Metal was going to be the closer, not Death Clock, because I wanted to see a Baby Metal show, but it wasn't quite a Baby Metal show. It's a shorter set still, nonetheless, but it was still fun. So I missed them, and now I might be able to see them in front of another Japanese metal band of a bunch of girls, which, in a way, I kind of wanted to see Hanabiye here at Aftershock. I wish they would come. And then I'm so excited for this, beyond excited for this, because I got to see these guys way back in the day. Way back in the days, not that long ago. Maybe, actually, it might even be close to 7-8 years, maybe even 10 years ago. Maybe, I'm not sure, but they came and they played at the DNA Lounge in San Francisco. Psychostick. I've been actually wanting them to be at Aftershock. I think they're a great fit for fucking Aftershock. And they're going to be here. They're going to get a shorter set. They're only going to get like a 20-minute set, maybe a 25-minute set. But seriously, they're great. And I love the songs. They are silly, but they are fucking fantastic. So, yeah, go see Psychostick. Via Nova, don't know who they are. I'm trying to see how long the video is, too, at the same time. So Via Nova, not sure who they are. Might go check it out if I'm going to wait around for Psychostick for whatever it is. Then I think it's Paleface. I'm not sure who Paleface is. Based upon the fact that her font looks like a bag of sticks, could be a fun time if you like that. Maybe very technical, maybe more black metal than anything else. The Black Dahlia Murder. good time, worth seeing for a little bit if you've never seen them before. And the rest of them, I don't really know except for Rivers of Nile. It's weird that they are opening that stage. They're fantastic. I would rather have them, or it might be not nil, but you should go check them out. But Body Snatcher, Peeling Flesh, that looks to be like the metal stage. So if you really are wanting metal, you would go to that stage, wherever that stage is going to be. All right, back up to the top. We got 2 days left, and we're already about 25 minutes in, a little bit more than that. Pierce the Veil. This is the weirdest headliner out of it. Also, Friday, I think it's fantastic. Friday is going to be a great fucking time if you're going to do that. Pierce the Veil, honestly, I think they're fine. I think that they're a really fun band. Are they a closer? Are they a headliner of a festival? I don't know, to be honest with you. I think that you have so many other people that I would have put even within this day. Honestly, and maybe this is going to be, I don't know, blasphemous to some, or it's going to be a duh to others. I think A Day to Remember should have been the one to close the whole festival on this day. 100%. I think A Day to Remember should have been the main headliner of Saturday. But for some reason, Pierce the Veil got it. I think it's fine. I think that Saturday is the weakest day out of the entire festival. I think that it is, and that blows my mind that I'm even thinking that. Because you would think that Thursday is kind of be the weakest of all of it, just because it's Thursday and it's never that packed on a Thursday. But you have My Chemical Romance on that day. So it's probably going to be hella packed. In the beginning of the day, not so much, but towards the end of the day, place is going to be, that day will sell out regardless. So who knows? But Pierce the Veil for a Saturday is weird. I could be wrong. It could, like Bring Me the Horizon last year, where I was kind of like, I think it's a good headliner for them. And I thought that, maybe there could have been others that you could have done. And then I was completely wrong. And Bring Me the Horizon was one of the best headliners that they had at the festival period. It just so good. So Pierce the Veil. Baby Metal. I'm there. I'm going to see the set. That's all I need to say. I don't need to talk any more good about Baby Metal. I wish there were other Japanese metal bands that would be here. I really enjoy Baby Metal. I think that Baby Metal is fun. I think that they have some really great songs. I think they have matured a ton more. It would be great, since we have Slaughter to Prevail on Friday, if he showed up over there on Saturday and was in Baby Metal's performance. It would be great if we had something like that. I wish, since this next album is a bunch of collaborations, if they had some of those collaborators actually come out and do sets with Baby Metal or songs with Baby Metal, it'd be fantastic. One band that I wish that was on this day that is not there, that I was a little upset about, would be Bloodywood. I would think Bloodywood should have been on this festival bill. I think Bloodywood is fantastic. If you have not heard them before, I think they played Aftershock before. I don't remember. And if they did, I missed them completely. But dude, they should have been on this festival. And I wish that maybe Saturday had been a lot more international bands than maybe what it is. But it is what it is. Sleeping with Sirens, good band, fun. Go see it. Chiodos is classic. Chiodos has been here before, but they haven't been on the main stage. It's cool that they're on the main stage, but it is what it is. Set It Off, Bless the Fall, which I think I've heard Bless the Fall before, and I have no idea who Ivory, maybe that's what it's supposed to be, who that is. So maybe it's a good check out beginning of the day band. Don't know. Day to Remember, like I said, Day to Remember should have been main stage, should have headlined Saturday. That end of story, that's the way it is. Story so far, pretty good. It is what it is. Wage War is a band that I've been meaning to try to go see, so I'm going to try to see them on this day. They're good, but I think there are better bands that could have filled the slot, or they could have been somewhere else. I don't know, but if this is second stage, it's kind of like, okay, for what it is. The Wonder Years, no idea who they are. I don't know if it's a person, if it's a group. I don't know. We'll see. Devil Wears Prada, go see the Devil Wears Prada. Devil Wears Prada is fantastic for the type of music that they do. It's wonderful. Escape the Fate, fun. It's been a long time since I've seen them, so check it out. That's all I would say. Austin Carlisle, go see it. I love fucking Of Mice and Men, and he's the original singer of Mice and Men, and so it'll be fun to actually see him again. And I have no idea if Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is, and somebody's going to tell me who it is in the comments below, and they're going to tell me how I should see it. And if there's anybody that, like I've said, I don't know who these guys are, and you guys say go see these people, I'll try to go see these people. Honestly, Black Label Society. There's your old head band. There's Zakk Wylde. Zach's done this before. I've seen Black Label Society multiple times. It's fine. It's what it is. I do like the fact that because Zakk Sabbath is opening up for Black Label Society on this tour that they're doing, and he's talking about, oh yeah, I've seen that guy, Zakk Wylde. I'm going to go sleep with his wife, says the lead singer of Zakk Sabbath, which is Zakk Wylde. So it's fine. Down. We got Pantera last year. We're getting Down this year. It's just, it is what it is. Down's fun, though. So it can get a little weird. I'm excited about Corrosion of Conformity. This is a band I've been wanting to see for a really long time, and I'm finally going to see them. So I'm going to make sure I make some time to actually go see them. Kalesa, no idea who they are. I know who the Melvins are. Probably go check that out. It's fun for what it is. Pentagram, no idea. Just makes me think of Penta from WWE, but I know that has nothing to do with it. But we'll see. That seems to be maybe the more, maybe sludge metal, old metal type feel. And then Doobie, part of me hopes that it was the Doobie Brothers, because having Michael McDonald at Aftershock would be fucking awesome. Just to say, like, all these fucking metal and rock and rap and all these other shit bands, and then Michael fucking McDonald is out there, Yamo be there. And then, he can start off with Paul Rudd talking about how he's going to kick your ass. I'm going to kick your ass if you play Yamo Be There again with that stuff. But yeah, should be fun. Circus Survive, I'm going to be at that. Hands down. The reunion of Circus Survive is well worth it. Go see it. I've seen them before they broke up. Great fucking show. Gonna go be at that. I don't know if this La Dispute, LA Dispute. Not sure who it is. Might be fun. I don't know if this stage is all that emo type of stuff. That's good. If you're an emo fan, you're eating good this year. Thursday's fantastic. Go see Thursday. Saw them when they played here a couple years ago. I want to go see it again. And they're how I found out about Coheed and Cambria, to be honest with you. Sousin, same thing. I saw them recently. They're great. They're still great. Go see them. Armor for Sleep, not sure. Same thing I think with the rest of them, except for The Fall of Troy. I think I've at least heard of before, if I haven't heard it. But Horse the Band, Emery. I think I've heard of Emery 2 before, but I don't know. And you can hear Zach in the background. Not Zakk Wylde. That would be really weird if Zakk Wylde was here because he's going to beat the shit out of me or something for maybe talking about him sleeping with his own wife. I don't know, but that's not the dog Zach. And he's not named after Zakk Wylde. He's named after Zach Fair. And then the last one, I don't really know anybody on this stage. The Ghost Inside, Counterparts, After the Burial is a familiar band. I may have actually seen them for a little bit before. It's funny, sometimes I go back through the videos and I'll see I Prevail. I didn't realize I'd actually seen them at Aftershock, and I only saw them for a little bit because I was passing through. And now I've been wanting to see a full set from them for a long time, thinking I've never seen them before. And I have. And I enjoyed what I saw, but I was just going to another set. The Acacia Strain, don't know. Stick to Your Guns, Gideon, don't really know. So that's Saturday. I think Saturday has some really good bands on it and will be a good time. But at the same time, if I want to leave early and everybody I'm with wants to leave early, I kind of don't care. Like, the biggest bands I want to see on Saturday is Baby Metal. I want to see A Day to Remember. I want to see maybe some of Black Label Society. I want to see Austin Carlisle, Corrosion of Conformity, maybe some of Down, Circus Survive. And Circus Survive and some of these other bands are all going to depend on what time are they playing at. Sousin, Thursday. So it's just kind of a weird thing going on with that. I know I've got weird itches going on with my face. So now comes Sunday. Sunday is, again, I say this is a full set I'm going to see, because I'm going to see the full set, and I'm going to see the full set Tool. Anybody who knows me, that is my favorite band of all time. Maynard James Keener is God. I don't care what you say. And I'm the type of fan that he hates. And I know what my friend Solis would say, where he'd be like, cool, you're going to pay all this money to see him not see him at all. But no, I'm going to pay all this money so that I can actually be at the front of the fucking like stage and enjoy myself and enjoy Tool for what it is, and hope that because they've been playing some of the older shit that maybe this year they're going to play fucking Jerk Off. And I'm going to be really excited when I hear those fucking opening riffs go off, just like I was when they played fucking Swamp Song and I almost creamed my fucking pants. But yeah, I love Tool. I love the show. I love the spectacle, the music. And it's a Sunday closer for me, and I couldn't be happier, personally. So here's one of the old heads getting an old head band that everybody, a majority of the people really love. It is a great closer for the festival, and I'm so excited to see Tool at Aftershock once again. I know they were here just a couple years ago, but hey, it is what it is. And hi, Charlie. You coming to finally say hi to everybody? Nope. No. Now you're gonna stay here. And you're gonna get pets, even though you're trying to get away. You'll get away in a second, but you're gonna enjoy us talking about the last day. Anyway, Danny Elfman. I'm excited to see Danny Elfman because I want to see some Oingo Boingo. I want to hear Dead Man's Party. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear some of the orchestral stuff that he does. I'd love to hear a bunch of stuff. I will probably be seeing all of Danny Elfman's set because I will be waiting for Tool. And that's just the reason why. It's plain and simple. So on that Sunday, I don't think I'm moving around very much towards the end of the day. In the beginning of the day, yeah, but towards the end of the day, no, I'll probably stay. Probably the plan is to stay and watch AFI all the way through, then Danny Elfman, then Tool, get good spots, stay there. Zach Sabbath, I might want to see some of it because that's going to be an Ozzy tribute show, is what that's going to be. Same thing with Buckethead. I've always wanted to see Buckethead live. I want to see a little bit of him. Same thing with Helmet. Helmet is one of those things, like the main stage is kind of like the stage for me, to be honest. But I don't want to be a one-stage pony, only for the last basically 3 bands of that day. And then CKY. CKY is what they are. It's CKY. Saw them the last time they played. It was okay. It's what it is. We'll see if they're going to be fuck-ups. What pisses me off is that Queens, the motherfucking Stone Age, is also playing that day, playing probably the other stage, the second main stage, and I won't be able to watch it. I'll just have to watch it off the monitors. I love Queens of the Stone Age. I loved it when they played 2 years ago, or was it, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 years ago, and I hurt my foot, and people were being assholes to me, not giving me fucking rides down because I was one person, not 4. And yeah, Queens of the Stone Age is great. And if you are not interested in getting close for Tool, go spend your time in Queens of the Stone Age. You will not be disappointed. Stone Temple Pilots, my love-hate relationship band, because Scott Weiland is not around anymore. God rest his fucking soul. I love me some Scott Weiland to fucking death, and Stone Temple Pilots with Scott Weiland was the best fucking thing to see live. That if you never got a chance to see it, that sucks. The new guy is karaoke Scott Weiland. They're fine. They haven't put out any new music. You're basically just watching a greatest hits with the guy pretending to be Scott Weiland. And while I love it, it sucks at the same time because it makes me how much I miss Scott. So, yeah. And they banned me from their page because I wanted them to bring Scott Weiland back when they broke up with him for the second time. Highly Suspect, good show. It is what it is. I mean, it's up to you if you want to see them or not. That's the way I feel. I've seen them a couple times. I enjoy the faster songs, the slower songs. I don't really enjoy as much. I'm excited to see fucking Wolfmother. I've been wanting to see Wolfmother since I bought the first fucking CD that they ever made, and I never gotten a chance to see them. They're back, and from what I understand, they're playing that first CD in its entirety. That's what they've been doing on their tour. So, hopefully, that's what I fucking get, because I want to see fucking Wolfmother, and I'm going to be excited to. Filter. I don't think I've been able to see them at Aftershock yet, so I might have to go do that. But the next band I am really interested in seeing once again, because they were at the very first Aftershock ever, and it was one of the reasons why I went to the first Aftershock ever, because I had never been able to see them, and they are Sacramento's own Oleander. Oleander is going to be there. That's crazy. That is Nostalgia Day, and if I get to hear Down When I'm Loaded again, it'll be great. So I plan on going to check out some of Oleander. Maybe not the whole set, but I'll see it. Then the Toadies. Holy crap. Toadies are touring with everything? That's that's odd. It's an odd band to have on there, right? But it's kind of cool at the same time. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, I'm down with the Toadies, but I'd see a little bit, even though you're not gonna see, I think, the big hit that everybody's gonna recognize until the end of the set. So it matters if you want to stay through. All right, this stage I'm not super excited about, to be honest. I know a lot of people see body count, and that's great. Body count's not necessary for me. Maybe I'll stop by, depending on who's playing or if I'm waiting for fucking Tool. Same thing with Suicidal Tendencies. I think some people really like them. I'm not the biggest fan in the world personally, but I've seen a lot of people really like them. We'll see. Cavalera, I don't know who they are, but they're playing their album Roots in full. So, if you like it. Soulfly is great. If you have a chance, go see Soulfly. Municipal Waste, there's an old headband. Go see Municipal Waste. They've been around forever, and it might be fun to go see. Same thing, I think, with Cro-Mags. I recognize the name. Don't think I've ever seen them before. Co-Defendants, don't know who you are. Hopefully you fit that stage and you fit that bill. And maybe you're one of the bands that I'm just going to randomly find throughout the day. It's one of those days where there's only like the ending bands that I really enjoy. One, I can just show up late and not really care, or I show up on time and I get to wander around for a bit. All right, then you have Dance Gavin Dance, who was fantastic last time. They were at Aftershock. They're getting a closing set, which is great, and this is the exclusive. They call it Bay Area Show. Sacramento's not the Bay Area. I'm sorry. You're Northern California. You're NorCal. It's just what it is. The Bay Area doesn't stretch that far, whatever, but this is the only show from here to the Bay, right? From NorCal to the Bay. If you want to see Dance Gavin Dance, they are a good time. It was a great set last time, and we'll see. The Hometown, I don't know who you are. Maybe it'll be great. We'll see. From first to last, Hail the Sun, I See Stars. Drop Dead Gorgeous, I think, has been here before. Same thing with I Set My Friends on Fire. They sound familiar, but I really don't recognize even Emarosa. Don't really recognize the rest that are there. Then you got Sleep Theory, which they've been at Aftershock before, I believe, and I think they're kind of on an upward trajectory right now. So it'd be fun to go see them. And if I'm thinking of the right band, they stayed around to actually meet people last time outside of their set. So might be worth checking it out, or it's just a different band that I'm thinking of at this time. President. This is a band I want to see, but I will miss, period. They kind of came out of nowhere, where their set in their lineup is too late, and will they be on a stage during, one of the bigger performers, and there are going to be some people that will want to go see them. They're going to be on probably the smallest stage there, which is fine for what they're doing, but they just kind of came out of nowhere and had this giant hype, and yet no one knows who they are, right? It's like a sleep token type of thing, but for more of a metalcore type band. I don't know. Guy wears a president's mask. It is what it is. I just wanted to see it, right? Jutes, don't know who you are. Holy Water, not sure. Pretty Wild, same thing. Maybe, again, might be some bands. Like, if they made that stage, like, have its ender during the middle of the day, that'd be great. And then I would check out a lot more of these bands. And then we have a mystery guest. Who's the mystery guest? I don't know. Is it going to be Pussifer? Probably not. But we'll see who this mystery guest is. Mystery guest. I'm kind of curious what everybody might think it is. That would fit that stage. And I'm hoping that maybe it is somebody really big, and you're just going to have to show up to mystery guest and then find out who mystery guest is. And then you're going to either be supremely disappointed, or you're going to be like really happy that mystery guest was there. So, the other thing that we want to look at, we're going to look at info up here, is we're going to go into, is it festival info that we have it? Festival info, outdoor event. Yes. So this is what the map is supposed to be for this. This is normal, right? We have our Aftershock stage. We have our Shockwave stage. These are our normal stages. This stage is not back, but the bar is back. And this year, I'm going to make sure that I bring an ID because I'd like to go see it. I don't like bringing my ID with me or a wallet or anything like that. I just use the band, or I use my phone to do all my payments for all the stuff for the waters and everything like that, because I just don't want to lose that shit. I don't want somebody to steal it from me. I'm already checking in on my phone and making sure that my keys are with me so we can get back in the car and get the hell out of there. But I really don't want anybody stealing my wallet and stealing everything that's in my wallet. So it doesn't come with me. It's just the way it is. I bring my ID, but I also don't bring my ID inside with me. This year, probably bring my ID with me so that way I can check at the bar at least one day for where it is. And so we're going to have the epicenter stage is going to be the other stage that's there. And the epicenter stage, a lot of people don't like the epicenter stage. I noticed what people were complaining about a little bit last year, and I know why they're talking about bleed. When you are here or even here or like here, you don't really hear the bleed that's there. You hear the bleed here and here and here and here. That's where you get it. In those spaces where you're closer to this, the bleed like happens, but it starts cutting off about halfway through. And if you're up next to the stage like I like to be, especially on Shockwave, I don't hear the bleed. I just don't. But I understand that if you are the type that doesn't like to get close and you're hanging out towards the back, yeah, you are going to get some bleed. You will complain about it. So, but this is the one that makes it interesting to me because we're now extending the stage over here, right? So this is the I-5 freeway, and this is the other bridge that a lot of people walk in on. But we're going to have a stage all the way back here. So they're increasing the amount of people that are coming in. And so originally I thought, so this stage is their normal stage, right? And I always thought, oh, there's so much empty space over here that never gets fucking used. And maybe they're going to put it, or maybe we're going to put this stage back in. No, instead they're going to go over the walkway. So people are going to still come in from here, but I don't know how this stage is going to work. And so if you're going to have some of those bands that are going to be on this stage, it gives this stage much bigger, but that walking distance, I don't know how that's going to work. Like for some people, and if you only have 5 minutes, maybe you're only going to see 2 minutes. And if it's somebody all the way here, are you going to want to walk that? I don't know. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see as the festival progresses and everything else, goes down with this the thing. So that's it. What are your thoughts? Are you excited about this year's show? I'm excited. I'm excited for Friday. I'm excited for Sunday, and I'm excited for Thursday. My days that I'm most excited for, of course, are going to be Sunday and Friday, because not just Coheed and Cambria and Tool, but I think that especially Friday is the most diverse that Aftershock has ever been. I think it's going to be a great day, and there's a lot of bands I want to see. And while there's not as many bands I want to see on Sunday, it really is for Tool, AFI, and Danny fucking Elfman. I'm really excited about Danny Elfman too, and I think that he's perfect to open for Tool in that occasion. And I wish I could see Queens of the Stone Age. Kind of wish Queens of the Stone Age got moved to a different day so that I can enjoy Queens of the Stone Age. I'm least excited for Saturday. I'm just gonna say that it's just not my bag, but it's still the festival, and I'm still going to enjoy myself. Maybe it's just more of a rest day to get me ready for Sunday. And maybe, again, maybe I end up showing up later because I can sleep in on that day or whatever it is. So, I am getting much older, and how much longer I can be up in the front for a lot of these things, I don't know. But I'm going to keep pushing my body, and I'm going to be, more in pain every year that we do this. So, but yeah, so let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the lineup? What do you think of the changes that they're adding to the festival with bringing back a fifth stage and putting it so far away from everything else? It doesn't seem like it's as far, but we'll see. What do you think about Charlie promoting her only cats? I mean, she keeps showing her cat ass on fucking this, I keep wanting to say stream, but on this video for what it is. But yeah, and sorry for the mess that's back there in the corner, but you get what you get. So thank you guys so much for checking it out. Thank you guys again, everybody that follows this channel, that checks out all the Aftershock vids, that manages to come up to during the show and say hi and everything like that. It's really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there again. And if you recognize me and you see me and you recognize good old David Scott, that's with me, Mr. Buff, that comes along, make sure you say hi to him. Thank you for the Ducks too last year. And then, there might be some new friends that join me this year from out of town that might actually be coming in, but we'll see, since they're going to let us know whether or not they're going to be joining us. So thank you guys so much. And probably in terms of like new content for this channel that's going to come out, a couple shows coming up. Like I said, kind of want to go see Hanabiye, so there might be some content from that. And there might be some content. I think that 3 Days Grace is after Aftershock. But there's a couple other shows that I've been looking at, maybe getting out and going out to. We'll see what happens. But if you're not here, you can go over to the podcast channel, Terrible Terror podcast channel, where I've been doing live streams, gaming, chatting, whatever it is over there. I'm live on YouTube as well, and that's every Monday and Tuesday and occasional Sundays that are there right now, since there's no football going on right now. But sometimes I leave Sundays over on Twitch, so you can also go follow me over there on Twitch. So again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys hopefully very, very soon. Well, at least in October. So bye, guys.